rep the shirt, man, because it's AC/DC Day, man. So basically, the single just came out. I'm beyond stoked. I've held out. I haven't listened to it. I haven't listened to it yet. So basically, hopefully I can get this video out in the next couple of days. But I'm recording this on the day of. So basically, whenever I can get this out, hopefully YouTube doesn't block this. I really hope. But even if it does get blocked, I'm just gonna talk about the song afterwards. But like, the air is electric, man. I can just feel it right now. So let's just go, man. AC/DC, man, fucking favorite band. Since I can't even remember when, man. It's just like came out the womb with a guitar listening to AC/DC, man. It was awesome. But anyways, here we go. AC/DC, Shot in the Motherfucking Dark. Here we go. Sorry, kids. 3, 2, 1, now. Um, yeah, I think that's nuts. That's AC/DC, man. I could listen to that all day, every day. It's classic AC/DC, man. Just where do you go wrong? Like there's nothing wrong about that. It's just AC/DC, man. Those those hooks, the riffs. It does sound to me, at least. It sounds like some outtakes from like Rock or Bust or like Black Ice or something like that. Because that does actually remind me. That riff reminds me a bit of I mean, countless AC/DC songs, but it really reminded me of Rock and Roll Train. You know, it's similar kind of riffage. It's almost like if you look at Rock and Roll Train and you cut it in half, you kind of have this song. But I love the chorus, man. Just and how simple is that? Just fucking so shot and just so easy, man. But it rocks, and only those guys can tap into that energy, man. Like, I'm stoked with what Angus has done, and I'm glad they're still going. I'm so happy to see Cliff Williams back in the band, Phil Rudd's back in the band, Brian Johnson's back in the band. Stevie Young's doing an amazing job playing filling in for Malcolm. Rest in peace. But I mean, I think Stevie. I don't think there's anyone better to step in. Stevie's like a fucking metronome on that thing, man. And Stevie was there in the '80s. They used him before, right? So I think it was when they were doing the Who Made Who run, and he filled in. But yeah, I think Stevie's doing a remarkable job. He's like really, I think he's really doing Malcolm proud, man. And just like even Stevie's right hand, man, is just so solid if you listen to him. And just they're both known for Malcolm and Stevie are just known for tearing through those picks, and I think there's no one better to do the job. Angus is just fucking just sounds like a monster, as always, man. And just I don't know. I mean, sorry guys, maybe I'm too far from the mic, but sorry, I'm not even. My headspace is just so out of this room right now. Like I'm not even here. It just the I think AC/DC is always their timing. It's just always so good, whether it be playing, announcing something, dropping a new album, a single. They know when to do it. They just know how to work the system so well, and they're just such a good, experienced band. And I mean, even if it takes a while for touring to happen, that's fine, man. Just give me an AC/DC album, and we can rock out. We can rock out through this virus, and AC/DC will keep you going, keep the spirits high. So, anyways, I'm stoked. Please YouTube, let me release this. I really I want to react with everybody, and I want to hear some comments and what people think. If not, I'll just be posting this end review, unfortunately. But I'm fingers crossed, man, that YouTube lets me put this through. So, anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I mean, I'm obviously not just because I'm wearing the shirt, but I mean, just if I mean, I've got my AC/DC tat. It was my first tat. It's a long weighted top. If you want to rock and roll up a banner with some AC/DC there, I'll show you guys, man. So yeah, got some of that there. Well, it's one of my first tattoos, and not that I'm not saying you have to get a tattoo for a band to mean something to you. You don't have to do that, but it's just when I was younger. I mean, the first song that I heard from AC/DC was off Stiff Upper Lip, back when I was a wee lad, a wee lad, at the age of I think it was about 8 when I first heard them, and then thanks to my dad. So shut up, Dad. And yeah, it was a song called Satellite Blues, and that just got me hooked. Those riffs, the bluesy stuff, and AC/DC branched me out to listening to more blues and just they started this thing that just sent me on this journey with rock. And I literally only listened to, for music, I literally only listened to AC/DC for a year. Just I refused to listen to anything else, and I just dove into their catalog because I was just hooked, man. It was just so good. Then I remember like just because this, pre Spotify and all that fun stuff. Um, but it was just like, I would actually, I still at the time, it was like when I was younger, it was like the whole Napster thing was going on. So at that time, I still wanted to buy albums regardless and CDs. I was just doing it anyways. I didn't really care. People were doing this LimeWire stuff and downloading stuff. That was never my thing, and plus I would always somehow fuck it up. So, anyways, I've always paid for my music, um, and yeah, just going on that journey with ACDC through their catalog, man. From if you want to look at from the world releases with High Voltage, but I mean, I went back to their back catalog. I went and listened to the Australian releases and everything, like the TNT release, that album, I guess before, if you will. But anyways, man, like, oh man, like you can hear it in my voice. I'm just like I'm shaking. It was so good, man. Just it's so nice. I don't know. I just fuck whenever AC/DC does something, I'm just like, all right, it's gonna be good, because they deliver, man. They tell you if they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it, like they're gonna deliver, and they're gonna do it well. And they never shake. Like they never, like bend the knee for this person, or oh, we got to do it this way because that's the way the modern scene's going. It's like, nah, this is our way. This is how we sound, and fucking take it or leave it, man. No ballads, no bullshit. It's just rock and roll. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents. I think that's the best way to close it I could probably think of. No ballads, no bullshit. It's just rock and roll. So, anyways, I mean, I hope you guys are all stoked. That's enough of me ranting. And anyways, if you're checking out the video the first time on the channel, cheers for staying this long in the video. It's always a good time. Yeah, but I mean, I love my rock and roll, man. As much as I do metal and all that, I mean, I was born in the beginning listening to rock and roll, and I always will like love rock and roll, as just as much as I do metal. So, anyways, thanks so much, guys. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Fucking ACDC.